how much did I need to start my commodity trading? If I want to start a business like the commodity trading, how much did I need real to start this business? It's a very interesting question and very important questions that I'm going to be frank with you. What I do believe, based on my own experience, I think you don't need any money at all to start a business. What you need to get your priority on order. First of all, you need to educate yourself. It's very important. Before you start buying and selling, you need to educate yourself, know the commodity you're selling. You need to know in and out everything about the commodity you're selling. Because this business is about, first of all, your knowledge will determine what you're going to get at the end. If you're well educated on what you're selling, if you know the commodity, then you can go forward. So first of all, educate yourself, try to know everything about the commodity you're trying to sell. Whatever the commodity you're trying to sell, especially if you want to sell agri-commodities, you need to be educated very well. Because this is about delivering quality. And getting quality requires a lot of hard work, very specific details. Make sure the details are covered from the farmer, from the soil, from the storage, from the transportations. A lot of it get together, some up together to deliver the end quality we all need. You know, all of us, when we go to the supermarket, we're looking for the good best quality product to buy. So the market requires us to deliver quality. And to get to the quality, first of all, you need to be knowledgeable on the good you're selling. So first, educate yourself, get the good knowledge of what you're trying to sell. A second step, you need to have some ground experience. You need to have an experience as well. Educate yourself, try to know everything you can on the commodity you want to sell. So second step, you be get some really ground experience of the trading. Because if you come from all your top universities and they have got your degrees, but the reality is on the ground, and the reality on the ground is something different of the knowledge you get in classrooms or diploma you get. Be on the ground allows you to experience everything. And one thing as well, in these commodities, human beings are more difficult than anything else. So you need to be on the ground, know people, how they're acting, how they're reacting before you get to your goods. So a lot of people are involved in this business. Each person has their own personalities, and all those people, you need to know them, how to deal with them. And you have to know you're good, but you need to deal with people as well, because you deal with humans. Humans are the ones giving you the good for you to sell, and so you need to know people. So you need to have a good brand experience to be able to deliver. So when you first educate yourself, when you have a good knowledge of what you want to sell, all the specification, all the details related to the good quality, how to get to good quality, how to recognize a good quality product. And when you have done this one, then you go on the ground as well. Spend some time learning on the ground, the people on the ground, see the realities. When you have done your homework on your ground experience, then you can start looking for money and start to invest. Because if you start by money, if you work hard to raise your money and start to trade, lack knowledge, a lack of ground experience, you will lose all your money, and I don't think you will be able to come back. Because commodity trading involves a lot of money. If you start, you work hard, you have some saving, and you pour all this money on your first operation. If it collapses or you made a mistake, you lose your money, and then I don't think you're going to come back again. So based on my own experience, I would ask you, first of all, educate yourself. Very dedicated work, very difficult work, but if you put your time in, if you put your dedication, you can get there. Educate yourself. Second, ground experience. Know how things are working on the ground, touch the reality on the ground, and if make your own experience, make your skin tougher, then after that you can raise the money. But what is beautiful, if you're knowledgeable, you know you're good, you secondly you have a ground experience, it be easy for you to raise money. Whenever you go and see a banker, a bank, or a foreign lender, if they see you got good knowledge of their commodity and you have a good experience, it be easy for you to get money. Without a good amount of money, like usual, if you're gonna need, you can maybe the quarter of the money that a normal person will spend, but based on your own experience, just with the quarter be enough for you to pull out in the operations. Because once you be on the ground, you know the people, you need to be trustworthy. Have values. Values are above everything. Maybe I would add that to the line. And after that, if you have the money now, you get easy to pull out the portion. And even though you got a good experience on the ground, you have good knowledge of the commodity you try to sell, you have a good experience on the ground, you're trustworthy, you got the money, this doesn't prevent you from staying still. But I think you can still manage, you can still do a damage control. It won't be a full crash. You'll be able to mitigate all the mistakes made. But you can still fix it, and then you can have the next day. Because if you have no knowledge at all, you have no ground experience, and definitely when you're gonna crash, you're gonna be a final crash. And after you're gonna be able to get back to the game again. So this is a quick answer. You say I have no papers, or based on all this I'm talking. So how it comes, I have identity. That's a frank, honest opinion about how much did I need to start my commodity trading. Thank you. What does it take to be a successful commodity trader? To be a successful commodity trader, the market will require from you three things: deliver quality, be a regular supply, and an affordable price. The three things, if you can deliver quality, That's the number one quality. The market just one quality. Second, have regular supply. Do not miss a deadline. Do not miss a departure date. Thirdly, have a good price. But if you can deliver quality, you can deliver a regular supply. People are ready to pay extra money, to pay extra to get quality. So to be a successful commodity trader, you need to go by these 3 points. First of all, be able to deliver quality all the time, not one time, two times, all the time. Second thing, you need to be able to be regular in your supplies. Whenever you have a contract, go by the term of the contract, fulfill the term of the contract, be able to load on time, because when you're working your chain, after you, the second actor will take the good as well and send to someone else. So when you give a date that you're going to deliver at this date, he as well will go to report to the one after you. So you need to be able to deliver on time, regular supply. And regular supply as well means that be able to regularly bring the good in on the market. Not just one time, two times, be regular on the market all the time. And third time, have a competitive price all the time. These are the 3 things you need to put together to pull out to become successful, even your new company. But if you can deliver on those 3 things, I think you can make room. There's still room for you to be in the game. But be frank with you, have been in the game for some time. It's not easy to get those 3 things together. It's not easy. I'll go by first point, quality. To deliver quality, require a lot of preparations, a good knowledge of your commodity you're selling, have a good team, have a good farmers willing to do good jobs. And it's the understand why big commodity traders have an own plantation, own farms to be able to deliver the quality. So if at this stage where you can have your own farm, you need to have good farmers that work with you, that are fully professional and do understand the requirement of the market, and they can work on the professional ways to get the quality you need for your client. So quality. Do not compromise on the quality. Do not try to bend the corner. Just no quality. Tolerance zero in terms of quality. Because I'll tell you, quality. If you got poor quality, everything will collapse there. You can work hard with a client to get a contract, but if you don't deliver the quality, then the deal will pull out. Everything will stop there. So deliver quality will require for you to be very vigilant since the choice of the seed for the crop. If you're not at this stage, when you go to buy your farmers, be very vigilant, because some farmers as well are very tricky. Maybe first shipment they will be good with you, second will try to trick you. So be very vigilant to get the quality you want. So quality first of all, tolerance zero, very stick on the quality. Second one would be a regular supply. Regular supply as well, it brings pressure. For example, if you want to do a shipment of fresh coconut, for a shipment you run around 45,000 to 60,000 that. For a shipment, it could be easy. The second shipment you got already 90 to 100,000 that. Third shipment, fourth. You see, more you do shipment, more you need more coconut, and more you need coconut, more it is difficult to get them. So there where your logistic, all the farmers are be stretched on their capacity, that's where bad quality will come in. Like the farmers, you can't deliver basically, for example, in a month you need 4 shipments. Your farmers, he can give you maybe 2 shipments or at most 3 shipments. So when you get to the 4th one, he doesn't have any crop to give you, any coconut to give you. What you're gonna do? You're gonna try to trick you. Take some bad quality nut somewhere and mix it into the good and give it to you. So you're running to respect the time of your contract. At the same time, you expose yourself to get to have a bad nut between your quality. So mixed quality and a regular supply are very difficult. So it's to be vigilant to get to two things. Quality, second regular will stretch the capacity of your farmers. So more you load, more it becomes difficult to get the crop you want. So the regular supply will lead to some problem at some stage. So be ready for that. And the third one will be have a competitive price. To get a competitive price as well, you need that means definitely you're gonna need some experience. To get competitive price, you need to be able to since the farmers, since the transportation, since the stockage and storage. So the logistics team, you got good experience of the trade where you can reduce the costs, then you can have the margin to get a competitive price. Because if big companies are selling at 10 euros, you come and get 10 euros, nobody's interested. But you know the market, big companies are selling at 10 euros, you come at 8.75 and 9. So they will give you a chance. I'll bring you a good, let's see the quality. But you get to know it, and as soon as get to the good quality and the regular supply will require from you to have a good knowledge of all the system, know the people involved, and able to negotiate a very competitive rate from your suppliers to get to the good. Or sometimes what you do, At the beginning, you're ready to do some sacrifice to make a statement on the market to be known, and then after you can catch up by selling to make some margins. Beginning, maybe you're normally gonna make a lot of margin. Then after, if you establish yourself, you know that then you can catch up this after. So the basics of a company, a trading company, if you can deliver quality, a regular supply, and a competitive price, you got a chance to establish yourself in the market. Beginning, don't go for big margin. Just establish yourself, get known. Then after, you can catch up this one. So about being honest with you, it's not easy task. I experienced a lot of bad quality case because we were rushing to respect time shipment date to fulfill the term of the contract, and we made a lot of mistake. We are good sending to China, sending it to Europe, where the quality was not very good, and we have a lot of sleepless night and a lot of argument and a lot of claims. So be careful. This game, a lot of money to make, but a lot of problem to deal with too. Thank you. Our friends in Europe doing the 9 to 5, or even America do the regular 9 to 5 works, and they really stress out, they're really tired, they want to change, they want to start a new business, they don't know where to start. I think commodity trading could be something they can look into it, because most of our countries are still exporting raw commodities, and many of our countries, Africa is still where a lot of commodity come from. So you just have to educate yourself and be on the ground, work hard, and then you can start. If you never work in commodity trading, give yourself at least 1 to 2 years to learn the craft. What I like, more you do, more you get better, like anything in life. Then more you can start from nothing, but you be ready to educate yourself, make some mistake, learn along the way, and then after some time I think you'll be able, more than fit, to be able to do the work. So agri-commodity is something I think anyone that live in Europe or in America, any African diaspora want to get involved in the trading commodities, is something you can look into it, educate yourself, and go on the ground, learn a bit with the people on the ground, make some small operations, start by small operations, make some mistakes, and then gradually after some time you get confident, and you can build up your network, and start small, slowly, and gradually set up your own business farm. You don't have to become massive commodity trading firms. You can have a small operation that turn around and do successful operation. I think you don't need a mini operation over the year. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 operation a year be enough for you. A very small operation that work well, then a massive one that doesn't work or make a lot of mistakes, you'll be out of the game. Go slowly, with sure. So those small operations are more practical, more reasonable, and then you go slowly. Don't really look at other people. They're running. You have your own lane, focus on your own lane, and do your small operations. And before you realize you become an expert, and then you gotta establish yourself. So don't be in a hurry. We on this game for the long term. So beginning, start slowly. If you do well, if you really deliver quality and you deliver your client is happy with the way you work, and you deliver quality and regular, you're very trustworthy, you got quality of someone serious, you will see, you'll be surprised that after a few years you become a big guy. So don't look too ahead. Start. You just start by a small operation, and then if you get it right, you focus on your what you want to do correctly, and slowly before you realize you'll be ready to go. So I really advise anyone that work 9 to 5, if you're really fed up, tired, you want to change, do something new, but give yourself 1 to 2 years. But you gotta have misery. It's a difficult time. Be honest, it won't be easy. You're gonna have difficult time, but if you're ready to embrace the challenge, before you realize you'll be over the you'll be over the other side. And then once you have your network, your capacity, I think that's it. You're never gonna be broken again. You're gonna have a difficult time, because you're gonna difficult time, but as soon as you have a skill, or you have a know-how already, I think it's a matter of time before you go stake make money. You see, I thought I'm not talking about making money rich. What I'm looking for here, skill. What I'm looking for here, know-how. And once this established, the rest of the money will follow after. We need to be able to deliver quality before anything else. Don't be in a hurry. People that still looking for shortcut to bend on the corner of shortcut are doing wrong work. If you want to do a good job, be patient. Don't look for money yet. Focus on yourself on delivering quality, and this work will be slowly steps. Third step, long-term gain. Not in a hurry to shortcut. You're gonna make a mistake, or you're gonna do a wrong judgment. So slowly, once you establish yourself, you'll be known as a good guy working well. After some time, you're gonna start big contract. Bank will get involved before your life become big group. So let's go. Focus on yourself. Decide you want to do. Come back to the game. Work hard, because sometimes in front of you, who work with people for years in different jobs in big countries and big capital in Europe, we're not making no money at all. We give all the energy we have, all the strength we have, but we're not making no money. But if we work for ourselves, we can make some money. But be ready that it's gonna be difficult. Don't tell you it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be very difficult. But after some time, you'll be there. So that's my own advice. So you think it. I would like to warn you, because it seems an easy job, but when I explain to you, there's a lot of money to make, but a lot of problem to deal with. It's not being a trader of commodities is very difficult. Be honest with you. You're gonna have a sleepless night, a lot of argument, a lot of claim, a lot of problem to deal with, because you deal with a lot of people, a lot of company, a lot of providers. I think that for me, be frank, be on experience, humans are the own workers, people, their own intention. They come and they turn out to be your worst enemy. They work against your own interests. Family members get involved in the game. They're not honest. You don't know how to deal with them. Friends, so you went to school together, they will come to work with you after they turn out to be your enemies. You go suppliers that you trust, after sometimes they try to trick you or do something wrong to you. So it's gonna be difficult. It's very difficult job. It's very difficult job. But as soon as you establish yourself, as soon as you done many operation, your skin become tougher. Then you know how to deal with this kind of situation, and you can smell it can smell the danger before you arrive. By dealing with people, talking to people, you know already the mindset, because people that talk a lot, they repraise themselves, they can do this, have done this. Be careful of those kind of people. A real worker doesn't talk too much. He want you to see about the results. So dealing with humans are very difficult. I'll come back to this, and also you should be ready when you're gonna have your first crisis. Crisis, or maybe you send the qualities the good, or the good arrive all spoiled. Don't run away. These moments are meant to make you better. You learn. There's nothing better than this. You learn through this crisis the way who you are. Even your client will respect you the way you deal with the crisis. When the crisis happens, he will call you using big words, shout it at you. Is you to keep calm, reassure him you will be here. You're gonna deal with the crisis. Don't turn off your phone. Don't run away from his emails. Be there. Talk to him and try to accommodate him. I feel what's restricted by when you are in crisis, when you run away or you seem not to care. If you show that you care, you fully understand why he's not happy, half the problem they resolve. He knows that you really care, you really understand why he's not happy, half problems are solved. Then you work together to find a solution that works for him and for you, and then you can come out to the solution where, okay, I made a mistake, this claim might cost you this amount of money, I will pay you back for in the shipments, maybe 3-4 shipments, I will pay you back. So you can come out with the solutions, then you move forward. Because you have to understand that crisis or quality issues are part of the game. And there's no way you will load shipment without having any problems. So deal with the crisis are part of the game. You are the manager. You need to be ready to deal with those kind of crises. Understand client frustrations. And one thing also, you have to deal with different continents, like Europeans or Asians or Africans or any kind of people. Culture are different, people are reacting different way. You need to learn to know how to deal with different kind of people, different culture, what they expect from you. Some culture never say thank you, some culture never recognize that you've done a good job, but when it's wrong, they'll let you know. But if you've done a good job, they're never going to tell you thank you, they're never going to support you. They're like, nothing happened, the shipment arrived, quality were okay, nothing, no thank you. And I'm used to living in the UK. I live in the UK, so I'm used to thank you. Maybe the kind words. If you deal with Chinese or people from the East, they're never going to tell you thank you. Don't get frustrated. But if the shipment arrives, the quality is not good, be ready to hear a big word. So you have to have this kind of understanding. So be ready. It's going to be a lot of problems to deal with your farmers, for your clear agent, the shipping lines, to the government, to the country, because sometimes they will install some taxes that will almost kill your business. So you're going to do a lot of people. It's very interesting. So be ready. Interesting, but a lot of work to do, a lot of discipline nights come ahead. And if you're tough enough, you can handle all this pressure, then you have a chance to succeed in this game. Thank you.